Good afternoon. We are starting to warm up. We have been since this morning's lows, which were quite low here for the end of February. We were watching our temperatures plummet overnight and we dropped down into the 20s below zero in almost every location overnight. In fact, some of us were even dangerously close to 30 below. Check out Candu, 29 below our low from this morning. Langdon was at 27 below, so was Cooperstown. Grand Forks got down to 25 below, 21 below in Fargo. Not quite records here, but close to them as we watch those temperatures drop. So we've been working our way up here. Look at our temperatures now. We're at 8 below in Devil's Lake. So we've been warming a good 15, 20 degrees since this morning, and we keep going here heading into the afternoon. So big warm up happening. It's just we were so low that it's still pretty frigid out there. 4 below right now in Fargo, 7 below zero in Grand Forks. Over to the east, our warm spot is Baudette at 6 degrees above zero. Not very warm at all. At 11 below is your current temperature in Oaks. That's where we're coldest. We've got that wind starting to turn more southerly or southwesterly, and that is going to be a difference maker heading into tonight. Doesn't mean that we won't be cold. In fact, we've got that wind chill advisory taking effect tonight for us, but it does mean that our temperatures don't drop as much. So it's kind of the growing pains to get those numbers up is to have that wind kick in out of the south. And right now our wind chills in some areas still in the 20s below. It feels like 24 below in Langdon. So you're still going to want to bundle up heading outside this afternoon. Checking out your radar and satellite map. This is our visible satellite layer here. So you can see the evergreen trees in Minnesota looking darker. And then the lakes here, upper and lower Red Lake into Beltrami County there. So clear skies allowing us that view. Where you see some movement, that is cloud cover. Where the white is not moving, that's the snowpack. So we can see that there's some clouds drifting in from the south. Not a lot, but gradually we'll see more and more of that happening as the afternoon progresses. There's also a little bit of blue on the map in southern Minnesota, back over into South Dakota, and I can't rule out an isolated flurry or two this afternoon and evening. We'll take a look at that here in your hour-by-hour planner. So by the time we're working our way a little bit further into the afternoon, around 3 o'clock, temperatures perhaps in around 10 degrees over to the east, and those of us out west still kind of stuck below zero in areas. Fargo right in between, right around 0 degrees or so. We'll have that lighter wind out of the south or southwest and more clouds developing as the day goes on. This is 8 o'clock tonight. You can see a few flecks of blue in the south and southeast where it's more likely that we could see a little bit of light snow. It's something just to keep an eye out for tonight. If we do get that snow, it would be either a flurry up to a very thin coating that you might notice on your windshield, but otherwise pretty quiet. Now heading up into the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning, notice our winds start to pick up a little more out of the south. That's good for keeping that atmosphere mixed and moving and keeping us from cooling down. So temperatures, well, still cold, but not as intensely cold as this morning. We're talking about single digits to teens below zero. Wind chills will be lower. We're looking at wind chills 20s to even as low as about 35 below because of that wind factor, but it is going to set us up for a warming trend heading into the rest of the weekend. So Saturday we reach that 10-degree mark or so in Fargo with some mostly sunny skies. Sunday warming up into the 20s. Now we do have a chance for a mix late snow with maybe a light mix in the southern end of the valley. That would be very late. So I think most of the weekend is looking pretty good, and we're mild heading into next week. 20s, some low 30s possible, even beyond in our 11-day planner there. So warming back into some milder temperatures just in time for our turn of the calendar to March.
All right. Yeah, we love the sound of mild.
Yes, mild, especially in comparison to today.
Yes.